Hello YouTube, so this is iLookum. So, I have egg on my face. I fell for this gag. There's this Facebook page. So this website, the Disciples of the New Dawn, is just hilarious. There is so many. So now that I know that this website is not real, again, it's a Facebook page called Disciples of the New Dawn, and it's not real at all. It's a website apparently that's just supposed to make fun of witches for the purpose of entertainment. It's not, how can I describe this type of humor? It perpetuates a stereotype of witches that's, well, I mean, it's funny because it perpetuates stereotypes. I mean, okay, I think the humor in it is that people who don't know that it's not real might think it's real and then react to it as being real, like maybe reporting it to Facebook or trying to find out who's behind it and, send them a private message, or an email. So I think in that aspect, that is really, that's really funny. So the funniest thing about this Facebook page called Disciples of the New Dawn is that it puts these pictures up, like, for example, this kid who gets into witchcraft and becomes a feminist little girl, and then she becomes a prostitute because, nobody really thinks that actually happens.
But I think if a parent goes into witchcraft, goes into unlawful behavior, they're trying to get their child to sell drugs, for example, or they want to get their daughter to engage in prostitution, you name it, whatever they're doing. Okay,
maybe that was a really bad example, and Pat Robertson is just kind of an extreme person anyhow. But let's look at another one. Okay, here's one. So there's this one picture of these kids, and they're playing Dungeons and Dragons, and the caption is about how a dungeon master gets these people into witchcraft and Satanism. And it's not, the funniest thing about that is that, nobody really thinks this actually happens.
We believe in...
I think that's right. Every Wiccan I've ever known is either a compulsive Dungeons and Dragons player or is a middle-aged, twice-divorced older woman living in a rural area who works as a midwife.
And likes a lot of incense.
Yeah, totally.
Okay. That was another really bad example. I don't think I'm really doing this Facebook page justice. I might have to go back and look at it again. Oh yeah, here you go. So there's this other one. So there's this other one about how witches are fat. It's not like thousands of people suffer from this or, face any kind of consequences because of their weight or, maybe not be able to get certain jobs or relationships or get made fun of when they're walking down the street. But anyhow, it's you just have to kind of, put that aside and just see it for what it is. It's humorous, and it's not like people out there really think that, oh, witches are fat and ugly and losers.
So this is a video response to Captain Austin's, apparently Wiccan people who practice Wicca are fat, ugly, and bisexual. Okay. Obviously, I'm not fat. Second off, I must not be ugly because I model.
Okay. You just have to check it out for yourself, and I think you'll really see the humor in it. It's perpetuating these very negative and destructive stereotypes that, people are trying to change in the consciousness of society. But, I mean, it's really quite funny, I mean, you really just kind of have to, if you can't laugh at yourself, I mean, who can you laugh at, right? I mean, it's not really, I didn't really find it all that funny. But I've heard from other people that, maybe you just have to look at it a different way and you'll actually see the humor in it, I mean, it's not like people who practice witchcraft are in danger of not getting a business license across the street from them. I mean, that did happen. Let me see. It's not like people lose jobs or aren't hired because they're found out to be a practicing witch or pagan. Actually, that's a bad example too. I think it's a level of sophisticated humor that I can't quite grasp. But you might find it really funny. So again, it's the Facebook page called Disciples of the New Dawn, and it's a joke. It's not serious. All the things in it are indeed offensive stereotypes, but it's done in this kind of humorous thing, and don't take it serious. Don't do like I did and actually report it to Facebook. It's just a stereotype. Come on, lighten up. I mean, come on, laugh at it. It's a joke. I mean, even during World War II, I mean, the Nazis were portraying Jews with these big noses and people who were stuffing money into their pockets, and, I mean, it was just humorous. It was actually quite offensive, and actually led to a lot of murder, because people had to first dehumanize the people who they were blaming for all their society's problems, and then, and the stereotypes are actually quite destructive. Well, anyhow, this was just a quick video on my part. I just kind of want to just laugh about how I was duped. But anyhow, this has been Liloken, and come on, lighten up. Stereotypes, really. Perpetuating stereotypes it's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. Sure, our society is trying to become more inclusive and accepting, but, come on, we can perpetuate some stereotypes, right? Blessed be.